Alright, hello guys, how's it going? In today's video, we're going to be talking about Winter Storm Kade. Now, we're going to have this storm moving in through the Rockies and then into the central United States, even the south central United States, in states like Texas, Oklahoma. Areas that have not received much snowfall are going to get quite a bit here. So we're going to talk about that throughout this video. Now, before I get started with this video, though, I would ask that you do subscribe if you do like weather-related content, and also make sure to share this video with your friends and family if they live in the impacted regions. Let's get right into things. Alright, so first things first, we're talking about our warnings, watches, and advisories, all of our current hazards, and you can see we have a lot of purples and pinks and blues going on. The purples and pinks up there for the Rockies and then in through some of the plains is going to be winter weather advisories in the purple, and then winter storm warnings for the pink areas, and then down into Texas, New Mexico, and Oklahoma, we're going to be dealing with a winter storm watch that's in effect for all of those navy blue regions. Now, let's get a little bit into your Futurecast Radar. We're going to be using our RGEM model today, a little bit of our CMC model, and then a little bit of our GFS model as well. So using 3 different models in this video. Starting out with our RGEM model, we can see our thunderstorms developing Thursday morning, tonight through Thursday morning, which is going to be tomorrow, February 4th. We see those developing throughout Texas, Oklahoma, and through Arkansas and Tennessee. There's going to be some thunderstorms going on, possibly severe, so be on the lookout for that. But we do see that snowfall for Colorado, New Mexico, Kansas, Nebraska, all of these regions receiving some moderate snowfall, especially in the deeper blues there by this point. Now, we're about to move on to where the snow is going to start filling out a little bit, and we're going to see more of our actual snowstorm going on. Alright, so this is going to be by about Tuesday evening, I would say, probably around dinner time on February 4th, which is going to be tomorrow from the time I'm making this video. We can see some more snowfall starting up there for New Mexico and in through Texas, and that's going to be our main area of low pressure down there, a bit south in Mexico. We also see some snow going on for Kansas and Missouri by this point. Let's move on one more frame, though, and this is going to be by about, I would say, 9 p.m. on Tuesday evening. And we see that snow dipping further south, very far south for snow here, down there in New Mexico and Texas. We're also going to see Oklahoma get heavily involved with this system as well, but we can see that elongated area of snowfall going all the way up into Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana. Lots of areas seeing at least light snow at this point. As we head towards the middle of the night, things start to get very, very intense with that very heavy snow being indicated by those deep blues there for Oklahoma, Texas, and a bit of New Mexico as well. That's going to start falling very quickly and accumulating very quickly as well, leading to potentially, I would say, 6 to 10 inches within this region in between Texas and Oklahoma, which is pretty unusual. So we're going to move towards the morning hours, and I would say it's about 7 a.m., and we still see that very, very heavy area of snowfall. And the interesting thing here is the RGEM model is not known for overdoing snowfall whatsoever. There is some models that really amplify the amount of snow and just overdo it, but not this one. So seeing this one call for very, very heavy snowfall is interesting, to say the least. Northern Texas and then southern Oklahoma specifically. Now we're about to move on, and we're going to have to switch to our lower resolution model, and then we're going to move on towards further into Wednesday, into Thursday, and see Oklahoma City start to get snowfall, as well as St. Louis and other cities like that. Going to be very, very interesting to take a look at. Alright, so as we look here at our GEM model, and this is going to be the lower resolution version of the RGEM model, we see that snowfall is still going on for Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, at least moderate to heavy there in those kind of deeper areas of blue. We see our low pressure system is located down there in Arkansas, Mississippi, Louisiana, that whole area down there, and that's going to be by Wednesday evening, February 5th, which is going to be the day after tomorrow. Going to be very interesting to see how things turn out as we move forward here. We're going to take a wider view because we're starting to see areas like Indiana and Ohio get involved. This is going to be by about 8 p.m. on Wednesday, and we see that snow is kind of tapering off there for Texas, but Oklahoma, we're still well underway, Kansas, Missouri, and then in through Illinois, Indiana, and the very northwestern regions of Ohio. Still getting light to moderate snowfall. Probably the heaviest snowfall is located just to the north of St. Louis by this point, indicated by this model. As we move on once again, this is going to be by about 2 a.m. on Thursday morning, February 6th. And we see Oklahoma, it's just coming to an end, specifically for the areas near Oklahoma City, and then also for eastern Kansas as well. But Missouri, Illinois, a little bit of Iowa and northern Indiana as well. We're just getting things started. Also, take a look there. We have snow falling for Pennsylvania and New York. I'm not going to be talking too much about those regions in this video because we still have a long way to go until we start seeing snowfall for those regions. So you'll see as I show you guys my official snowfall forecast at the end of this video. I'm not going to include those areas quite yet. Now we're about to move on, and we're actually going to switch to our GFS model here, and then we're going to take a look at where we could see the moderate to heavy snowfall amounts continue for areas like Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio and Michigan. And as we head towards Thursday morning around 2 a.m. on February 6th, we can see that snowfall is moderate to heavy for central regions of Illinois, northern Indiana, and the northwestern Ohio specifically, as well as the very southern regions of Michigan getting in on this. And we see some heavy mixing going on as far as freezing rain, sleet for Pennsylvania, New York. So this is going to be another sloppy storm going on there for the northeastern United States, and there hasn't been very many pure snowstorms for this region. It's been mostly mixed events, which is, I know, disappointed a lot of you. Let's go ahead and move on towards that evening. And during this evening, we're going to be dealing with some severe weather there for Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, and North Carolina. So you can see those thunderstorms there. I just want to let you guys know of that. But we see the snowfall ending for northern Indiana, northern Ohio, and then regions in Michigan as well. And this storm is coming to an end for New England as well by this point. But as we head towards Friday, we see another storm possibly move in. That's going to be a completely different system. I wanted to go ahead and show this because I didn't want people to think that it was all the same storm. There looks to be a secondary low pressure system that comes in eventually, maybe around the 7th. But we'll have to talk about that on a future date. Now we're about to get into our official snowfall forecast, which is going to be very exciting to present to you guys. All right, let's get started with our first layer here, and this is going to be our dusting to 3-inch layer, and you can see this reaches all the way down to the Mexico border where we're going to at least see a dusting, which is very, very interesting. Not completely rare, but not very usual either. We see areas in New Mexico, Texas, and then in through Oklahoma, including Oklahoma City. We see Kansas City, St. Louis, Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland. Lots of big cities here within this, maybe even Indianapolis as well. So lots of big cities involved with this snowstorm and this dusting the 3-inch area. Now, I wanted to show this area to the west. This is mountain snowfall mostly. The plains might get a little bit, but mostly the mountains will get some snowfall here. Just want to let you guys know of that. And then we can see here in the northeastern United States, 7th and beyond, we are expecting some snowfall as well, like I mentioned before. I'm going to have to talk about that on a future date, but for sure, because we're not close enough to start talking about the 7th and beyond, obviously. Now, here's our 3 to 6 inch region here for Oklahoma, Texas, and a little bit of New Mexico there. This includes Oklahoma City as well, where we're expecting 3 to 6 inches of snow to fall. And we have a second area of 3 to 6 inches of snow to fall, which I think is going to be in between Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio there. Somewhere in that region, I expect to be in the bullseye for the very northern regions of this storm for sure, to receive 3 to 6 inches, maybe even a little bit above 6 inches of snow could fall within a lot of these regions. Now, we even have a 6 to 10 inch region here for Texas and Oklahoma, and I think that's going to be the bullseye of the storm just to the south of Oklahoma City, if not maybe even in Oklahoma City, getting over 6 inches of snow, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be the bullseye for this storm. Now, I'm about to start talking about our Facebook group. Once again, I'm going to be pushing this for the next few weeks, or maybe even not. I don't even know how long I'm going to do it. It's becoming a very exciting community where we discuss weather. We have, I think, 1,500 members now, 1,500 members. It's been very, very active. We're looking for new moderators, a couple more. We have a couple people that we think are going to be new moderators, but it's a very exciting group, and we have a lot of very, very interesting and fun weather discussions going on where we talk about the model runs as they come out and other things like that. It's been very exciting to get to know a lot of you because I'm very active in the group, and a lot of you have been trying to reach out to me in the comments, emailing me. Don't do that, by the way, because that email is supposed to be for business-related things, but a lot of people email me just trying to say, hey. But if you join this group, you will be able to communicate with me and discuss weather with me and a lot of other YouTubers, actually. We have MGBC Combo, Weather Decoded is in there, Storm 101, tons and tons of weather YouTubers. Oh, David Schlotthauer as well is in the Facebook group. So it's really a big community, and we have a lot of people who are pretty popular in the community as well that have joined the group, so please come join us. I'm going to leave that link in the description and in the comment section down below where you can go ahead and click that and be a part of the very exciting weather group called Weather Freaks on Facebook. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, be sure to share it with your friends and family, and I'll see you guys in the next video.